Hey, how's everyone doing today? This is Josh Noel with PremiumBeat, and in this After Effects video, we're going to create an advanced glow effect that's much better than the standard glow effect. Alright, here we are in our main composition, and all we have right now is a little bit of flicker on our main title. And the goal of this tutorial is to show you how to use this glow effect so you can apply it to your other work. So that's the entire premise of this video, is this glow effect. Let's go ahead and let's get started. So once you have like your pre-composition, your title, whatever you're doing, when that's ready to go and you're ready to start applying your glow effect, this is what we're going to do. We're going to effect perspective drop shadow. Alright, so we're not going right to the glow effect right away, but with our shadow color, we're going to come here and set this to white. Click OK. We're going to set the distance down to 0. We're going to increase the softness by a touch. And there'll be just a little bit of a nice back glow there. But we're going to go ahead and duplicate this effect by going up to Edit, Duplicate. And we're going to go ahead and increase the softness by a little bit more, maybe to like 120. And we'll decrease the opacity. So now we have a very slight glow onto this, just using drop shadows. And it looks pretty nice. Now I want to apply the actual glow effect by going to Effect, Stylize, Glow. Alright, so now we're really glowed out here. Without the drop shadows, this would definitely make a big difference not having that. As you can see, it's very subtle, but we're going to keep the drop shadows on. And from here, what I want to do is go to the glow colors versus original colors and set this to A and B colors. Then I want to go to color looping versus triangle ABA. I want to set this to sawtooth B greater than A. Now we go to color A, where their color is down here, and we can select a nice color. So we go yellow or any primary color and click OK. And now we can increase the glow radius by a touch. Maybe go to like 50 to 70. It all depends on what you want to do. We can decrease the glow threshold by a touch. We can also increase the glow intensity, and we're gonna have a very nice hazy glow in here. And it's really cool. You can change the color to whatever you like, and you're gonna have a nice glow effect. Also, we can grab the eyedropper tools for our drop shadows and grab that same orange. And it'll really, increase that glowiness by a little bit. And I really like this a lot. I might actually just keep one of them, white, just to keep that in there. And I think this looks good. Now that we're done with the first step of our glow effect, I want to pre-compose this layer by going up to Layer, Pre-compose, and we can call it Glow 1. Doesn't really matter. Click Move all attributes into New Compositions. Click OK. And from here, I want to duplicate the Glow 1. Go to the bottom layer. Go up to Effect, Blur and Sharpen, and I'm going to add the CC Radial Fast Blur effect. Now I'm going to bring down the amount by a touch, maybe to 25, and this is going to intensify the glow by quite a bit. So you really want to be able to have control over the amount. So probably keep that at around 10. Then we're going to duplicate the glow layer one more time. We can delete this, the CC. We go to the bottom layer, delete the CC Radial Fast Blur. So and we'll go to Effect, Blur and Sharpen, and we'll add the Gaussian blur, and we can blur this up by a bit. And this will just add a little bit more blur to this. And then we'll go to Effect, Perspective, Drop Shadow. And we'll change the shadow color to white. Let's lower the opacity on here. And let's increase the softness to probably about 400 to 500. And set the distance down to 0. Now, what we'll do is hit T on the keyboard for opacity. And we can lower the opacity of this layer down to about 15%. We can even go to the middle layer, hit T on the keyboard for opacity, and lower it down as well. And this will just intensify the glow. So here's without the extra glow here, and this is with it. And we're creating a much more, I guess a broader glow here, and really pulling this out. All right, and here's our glow effect. We have a lot of effects going on here to really make this stand out. And this looks great for pretty much anything if you go with this technique. Now, with a standard glow effect, we go back into our main composition. I'll just show you if we just had it back on our standard glow that, let me reset that. And that's a standard glow effect right there, compared to our other preview. So I think that's a huge difference. Now, let's say you want to take this even further. Maybe you're building a scene. I don't know. But what I want to do is show you how to create a reflection. What we can do is I have a texture in here that you can download in the project files, and it's just a floor texture. You can just also search up a texture online for free. But we'll come here. We'll bring this into our main composition, and we'll make it a 3D layer. We'll hit R on our keyboard for rotation. Come here to the X rotation, and we will set this down to about 90 degrees. We'll hit P on our keyboard for position, and we'll bring this down. We can also hit S on our keyboard for scale this up, and you know what, we'll actually reposition this. Maybe we'll do the Z position. Alright, awesome. And we'll come here, we'll pre-compose the floor. and we'll call it just floor. And from here, we'll turn it off. We don't need it on. And we're going to pre-compose our entire glow effect. We'll pre-compose it, and we can call it glow final. And now we'll go up to layer, new adjustment layer. We'll put this adjustment layer, we'll keep it right here. We'll duplicate the glow final, and we'll put it on top of the adjustment layer. We'll take the bottom glow here, and we'll go up to layer, transform, flip, vertical. And we can bring this down just like this. And now what we'll do is go to our adjustment layer, go to effect, blur and sharpen, and we're going to add compound blur. And from here, we'll set the blur layer to the floor. And we'll come here and we can increase the maximum blur. We can also invert the blur and, really adjust the settings here. And we now have this glow on the floor, and that looks really cool as well. And it'll automatically react to your neon sign or whatever you're creating the glow effect for. And we'll bring the maximum blur down to like 50. Now I want to be able to see more texture in the floor, so let's go back into our floor composition. Let's go to effect, color correction, curves, and let's bring up the the brightness here by bringing up the curves. And we go back into our main comp. You'll see that we'll get more detail within this composition. So one last thing, I want to create a new adjustment layer, and I want to go to effect, color correction, curves again. I want to create a little bit of an S curve, and this will bring out the the contrast in our glow a little bit, and just a little bit before and after of this. That looks nice. We also go to effect, color correction, hue and saturation, and we can increase the saturation, and a little before and after with this. It just really makes that glow pump out a little bit more. So I mean, overall, this is a nice way to create a glow effect. And you can apply it to whatever. There's a little extra to do the floor if you really want to. Depends on what you're doing. But this is a nice way to do a very nice advanced glow effect to really bring out the glowiness of your title. So hope you guys were able to take away several techniques from this video. And thank you so much for watching this video. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. For more tutorials, please be sure to check out our blog at PremiumBeat.com. And if you're in the need for royalty-free music, we have a huge library full of great music for your projects. So if you have the time, I invite you to check us out at PremiumBeat.com. And once again, thank you for watching this video. And this has been Joshua Noel from PremiumBeat.com.